I've got to say, like from an outsider's perspective, I think something again that's really nice to see is that you've got a really wide network of friends and creatives around you, and it's something I want to touch on in a bit. But your networking skills are really good, and I knew that from sixth form days where you know you just talk to anyone and everyone. Like everyone kind of knew you in school as you know the guy who's cool. Like there's not a problem. You're never gonna have a problem with him. This that, and the other, and that's something that's really notable. What would you say like to anyone listening to this that wants to get into content creation? Do you think networking is like one of the main skills you need? How do you kind of perfect networking? How do you approach networking? Because it's something that not a lot of people appreciate, I don't think. I think even in the footballing world, having the courage to go up to someone and go, hey, I'm Adam.
Take the balls, man.
I fucking struggle with it sometimes, honestly. But,
literally.
It's the tiny thing that will get you from there to there.
Yeah.
So what would you say? Where does that, I don't want to use the word confidence because I don't know what it is.
I guess a little bit is confidence.
But where does that come from?
Yeah.
I'd say, I don't know when, but at a certain point in my life, I just stopped caring what people think, innit? And it's just mad. Since then, once you unlock that, it's just like, there's no shame in it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big one.
Yeah.
Like I always say, you can't shame the shameless.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I used to have...
This guy is a poet every day, you know that? Every day I speak to him, he just comes up with a new phrase and I'm like...
Bars.
I used to... I think in a similar vein, like I think it's natural to just care about what people think because we all crave it a little bit, social acceptance. But I think it's something that comes with age or something that comes with certain experiences. You just go, F it, like I don't care. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And the further and further you go deeper into what you want to do, the more and more the less you care about what other people think. And I think that's beautiful, honestly. And you know, like Adam was saying, it takes a lot of courage to do that. So for you to discover that so early, I think is so cool. Because I guarantee you, like, you'll probably look at maybe some of the guys you went to school with, and you think, yeah, they had potential, whatever, or wanted to do certain things, but it's that, like we were talking about, the next layer. It's that next layer of then, right, how am I going to take it from here to here to actually doing it?
Especially in the modern day, innit? Like where everything is kind of content led. You have to have that you've got to have a presence everywhere. And I think that's something that you definitely have, and I definitely admire, and I think a lot of people admire, and that's why they keep returning to your content, is that every bit of your content has a presence.
Networking is key, man. Literally, every time I go out, most of the time the aim is to network. Some people don't believe me. Like, I'll be out and be like, yeah, I'm networking. Obviously, you're having fun as well, but sometimes...
3 drinks in his hand.
Listen, my favourite, I'm going to hit you with another gem. This is in my Twitter bio.
We write down.
And this is so dumb, but the quote is, you can walk and chew gum at the same time. Like, if you think about it, you can walk and chew gum in it, so why can't you network and have fun at the same time? But shout out my cousin Connor, he told me this one. It's such a, like, it sounds so dumb, but it's so true. You can walk and chew gum at the same time. So why can't you go out and have fun and have 10 drinks or whatever, but still do your thing? Like, do you know what I mean?
And you could be having sex and listening to the Untitled podcast at the same time. So whoever you're doing.
Literally. And it's that having people around you that know what you want to do as well. I could be out with the man and having fun. Like, if we see Drake, they'll tell me, like, go chat to him. They're not going to be like, allow it, man. Like, leave him. Like, they'll encourage me. They'll be like, that's cool. He could air me, and no one, like, they might just laugh on it, but they know what the goal is.
Don't ask, don't get.
We're not breading them to get in to the VIP party. You know what I mean? You're breading them because you're trying to get a network.
I think it comes down to the simplest of quotes, where it's like something I tweeted today, actually.
Are we dropping quotes today?
I'm a mad guy on Twitter. I think us 3 on Twitter is just like,
I can't lie.
I'm Arsenal fan TV.
Yeah.
I like bare of his tweets. I like bare of your tweets. I'm always responding to your tweets.
Well, me and you were schooling someone yesterday on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
because of the whole vaccine thing.
Yeah, anti-vaxxer. But yeah, my timeline is literally either liking his tweets or liking his tweets, bro. It's just jokes.
But like, I tweeted something today, right? I'm always tweeting, but I tweeted something today. It's simple, right? If you want something, go and get it, right? And I think you embody that perfectly, because on a Monday he'll message me going, "I've got an idea for a bowling show. Are you down?" And I'm the kind of person that'll be like, yeah, we'll do it in 3 weeks' time. Don't worry about it. It will happen.
Let's
plan it.
Now.
You
should have been here 10 minutes ago, bro.
He literally went, yeah, I booked it for Thursday. I'm like, what?
So,
What? What's going on?
Yeah, be there, be
Shit.
square.
I'm like, all right, cool.
And it's one of them things you can't even say no.
No, I was like,
He's
no,
already
'cause
done it.
I wanna do it.
That's
I want-
proactive.
But
I
move
love
everything.
that. I love that.
And as a fellow content creator,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
inspiring because now we were talking about, we took a long hiatus from the podcast and we were like, no, we want it. We want to create this content. And a little bit came from watching you just get content out, and we're like, why can't we do that? Like, so I think this is again another admiration of yourself and what you're doing. You're inspiring other content creators. So yeah, keep that up.
Yeah.
Keep that up.
But even on the networking thing, like me working with you, even just this is networking, innit? Because I like
100%.
every content I've done with people that I knew that are on a journey as well.
Wider.
So Adam, I know Adam does videography, and I'm gonna shout Adam. I got my other guy James, done like in the ends with me. Amari Mazo, who does the photography for basically. It's just everyone is a pool of people that I know. Like he's trying to get more pictures.
That's
so
how
if
you got to surround yourself.
yeah,
with,
so
like,
that something I take pride in as well. Just using the people around you, they use me. Like it's just
I think you spoke about it in another episode about how when stuff's homegrown, like it means a lot more to you. Like, why am I gonna go get an X man to come and do this?
keep it in the house, innit?
No banter. Adam could have got anyone to come and film this, but he knows James and he's got a relationship with James.
Shout out Wise Media.
James, Wise Media.
Only reason this podcast
No gang signs. We're gonna get shut down.
This is union.
We're getting shut down. But you could have got anyone.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that you've got this relationship. It means a lot more. Do you know what I mean? So
100%.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, to be honest, bro.
And that's something I really want to hit on now because when did Nippa start releasing music?
Don't get me started
We want to talk
on
about
that guy.
2020.
He's feeding the streets, bro.
But this is the thing, right? Like, he's a great musician, and I know that. But something that I really took away from that, and I met Nippa. I went NCS with him. Anyone remember NCS?
Bro, NCS is the GOAT. That was like original network.
2 weeks. I was in hospital that 2 weeks.
Oh,
I had delayed concussion from hitting my head on a yurt.
On a what?
You know, a yurt, like a big tent.
Oh,
How embarrassing is that, man?
Wow.
That whole weekend was zip lining, we're doing all of that. I hit my head and I was...
Huh?
We didn't attend.
Bro, it was like... It was where all the baby...
I'm just asking, innit? I'm just making sure.
Why are you asking so quietly? He's like,
I'm just asking.
what are you doing in a tent?
He was you in the tent, bro. Why was your head so high?
But I forgot what I was... Yeah.
Nippa.
When Nippa first released music, right? And I'm going to call it Project Nippa, right? Because what I saw from his circle of friends was the most friendliest plugging and the most like, it was like a family supporting each other. And that was like one of the most beautiful things I ever saw on social media because it was so pure. It didn't feel fake whatsoever. And what it felt like was just a bunch of friends really wanting to support one another, you know, and that is inspiring. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that. Like, I don't want to ask, was it planned? Was it something you sat down? But why do you think you all pulled together to really support one of your friends who's making incredible music, stuck in your head for days music?
Bro, do you know how many times I pay the price in my car?
Nah, that's slept on, bro.
Bro, every
Slept on.
bro. Let me know. I'm gonna get hot. I want to get hot. Go on.
I'd say, like you said, family.
Yeah.
It's always been family from the beginning anyway. So that's one thing that we was going to do it regardless, like good or bad. But second thing, it was good. Like from the start, you just could tell this was good music. And it was pure, like, and it was him. And you gravitate to things that are like pure in it. So I'd say everyone just believed in it, innit? Like bought into it, and it was pure. Like, it's not like, it's harder to buy into, say, if he just came in and started doing some rapping about killing.
Something that you know it's not him. You know it's not him.
And you're just like, do I really want to share that? I don't know. But when it's so him, you're like, you can't help but not share that. Like, that
gives you that extra 10%. I feel like, of like, raw, like, if my people at home are supporting this, I'm gonna go even harder. Like, that's why sometimes when people ask about the podcast, it's like, I really want to do this and make it successful. Like, not necessarily the podcast, whatever I do.
Yeah.
If someone says something to you and you kind of, you appreciate it because it means more coming from that person, you just want to go hard.
No,
you just want to go hard.
Yeah, and it's something we spoke about in the first episode of the podcast, like our second episode, where we got so much great feedback from people that we knew, not necessarily people we don't know, because a lot of people that we didn't know watched the podcast and reached out, but the people that you really care about going, this is actually great, keep going. That means something different because you actually value their opinion. I have got a question for you though, and I want you to answer really honestly. Yeah. If he released really shit music, would you have plugged it? Like if he came on the mic and it sounded dreadful.
As JJ Fish, like, terrible.
To be honest, I would have heard it before it came out. So I would have given my opinion like before. But I don't think he can release bad music, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.